This is the COSORI air fryer toaster oven, the 32-quart stainless steel countertop oven with a drop-down glass door and a digital control knob setup. It looks like a compact stainless range, not a plastic gadget, and it feels sturdy when I pull the door open and slide trays in and out. The interior has clear shelf markers stamped along the side walls, which helps me place the rack at the right height for toast, bagels, pizza, air fry, cookies, dehydrate, bake, roast, warm, and ferment. There's an interior light, a strong convection fan, and a removable crumb tray along the bottom. The glass is tempered, the finish is brushed steel, and the footprint sits comfortably on my counter without crowding the outlets. In my opinion, the design sits right between utilitarian and modern, with enough polish to live on the counter and enough capacity to feel like a small oven rather than a toy. Here's how it feels in hand and in day-to-day use. The control panel mixes a simple display with a knob that clicks through modes and temps. I like having a physical knob because I can adjust settings quickly without tapping tiny buttons. The door opens smoothly and stays put, the trays have a satisfying fit, and the wire rack slides without wobbling. The air fry basket is perforated and light enough to grab one-handed with an oven mitt. The accessory set is actually useful. Fry basket, wire rack, food tray, crumb tray, and the rotisserie fork and handle. The 32-quart capacity is legit. Inside, a 13-inch pizza fits flat, and there's space for a whole rotisserie chicken. The interior height helps with tall items like a Dutch oven lid off for proofing or a small casserole dish. From my experience, the sweet spot of this oven is that it replaces multiple appliances without feeling compromised. I live alone and don't always want to fire up a full-size oven, so this handles most of my weekday cooking. It preheats faster than my range, and the convection fan evens out hot spots so cookies bake on the edges and middle at the same pace. Air frying took me a minute to get used to because it's basically high-heat convection with great airflow, so I learned to shake or flip halfway when I want extra crispness. My toast is consistent on both sides, the bagel mode reduces heat on the bottom so the cut side gets that golden finish, and the pizza setting hits a balance of top browning and crust crisping. I've used the ferment setting as a warm proof box for dough. Think 80 to 95 degrees gentle heat, which speeds up pizza night when the kitchen is chilly. I've dehydrated apple slices and beef jerky overnight using the low end of the temperature range, and the 0 to 24-hour timer makes that hands-off too. Key features that matter to me are the convection fan, the shelf position guides, the interior light, and the ability to go from 80 degrees F up to 450 degrees F. It's perfect for people who want one box that can toast breakfast, roast dinner, and do snacks without hauling gear in and out of cabinets. The capacity lets me roast 2 sheet pan dinners by using the food tray and air fry basket together, rotating once for even browning. The rotisserie kit is here if I want to try it. The handle helps lift the spit out cleanly. The crumb tray slides out from the front, which makes cleanup easier when I remember to empty it, and the tempered glass door gives me a clear view without opening and dumping heat. The power is 1800 watts on standard 120 volt, and the cable's long enough to reach the outlet without draping across the counter. There are quirks. From my experience, air frying can take a bit longer than a compact basket air fryer because there's more space to heat and the oven usually preheats. Preheat is quick, but it still adds a few minutes. The fan makes some noise, nothing wild, but noticeable on higher settings like a strong bathroom fan. The timer keeps counting even if I open the door, so I learned to factor that in when I'm basting or flipping food. Cleaning takes effort if I let splatters bake on at high heat. The non-stick on the trays isn't magic, it helps, but I still soak them. I keep a silicone mat or parchment on the food tray for messy cokes and avoid anything that blocks airflow in the air fry basket. I don't line the bottom of the oven, and I let the unit cool before wiping the walls with warm soapy water and a soft sponge to protect the coating. If grease splatter happens, a baking soda paste loosens it without scratching.
Real-life wins are where this shines. Toast and bagels are set and forget, and I can do 6 slices at once, which helps if friends are over for brunch. Take-and-bake cookies on the cookies preset come out evenly browned at around 365 degrees Fahrenheit for about 14 minutes for my favorite dough, and I can bake just 3 when I want a small treat after dinner. Fries and wings on air fry get crisped with a light oil spritz, and I flip halfway for an extra crunch. I've roasted a tray of vegetables next to chicken thighs on the rack above, and the convection tightens the skin nicely. Pizza turns out with a properly cooked bottom and melted top without soggy toppings. On a cold day, I drop pizza dough in a covered bowl and let ferments do the work in a consistent warm environment, which beats guessing where the warm spot is in my kitchen. In my opinion, COSORI got the basics right: consistent temperature, clear controls, useful presets, and enough interior room to be more than a snack machine. The display is readable, the knob is quick, and the light saves me from opening the door every 2 minutes. It's perfect for apartments, small homes, dorm-style setups where you're allowed a countertop oven, or as a second oven during holidays when the big oven is busy with a roast and you need a place for sides or dessert. I had some initial doubts about whether a toaster oven could actually replace my microwave and a separate air fryer, but I ended up using this for reheating because it revives crispness better than a microwave, and I've used the air fry mode enough to retire my older basket unit. From my experience, you'll get the best results by matching the rack position to the mode printed on the side, not overloading the air fry basket so hot air can circulate, and using the preheat to reach the target temperature, especially for baking and pizza. I also keep an eye on the cook time the first few runs with any new food because the convection can brown faster near the edges. The included recipe book is handy for ballpark times and temperatures, even if I tweak them later. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a multifunction oven that actually cooks well. Singles who cook for themselves, couples who want quick weeknight meals, families who need a second oven, and cooks who like to experiment with dehydrate or proofing dough. If cleaning is your top priority, plan on a quick wipe down after high-fat cooks and soak trays promptly to avoid stuck-on stains. If you want door-open timer pausing or completely silent operation, this may not check those boxes. If you want a compact, capable, stainless unit with real oven vibes and strong convection, this makes a lot of sense. In conclusion, the COSORI air fryer toaster oven combo is a dependable countertop workhorse. The 32-quart space fits a lot, the 80 degrees Fahrenheit to 450 degrees Fahrenheit range covers low and slow to high heat crisping, and the presets are truly useful once you learn where to place the rack. It's not spotless after heavy roasting, and it's not whisper quiet, but it consistently turns out toast, pizza, cookies, veggies, wings, and baked goods with minimal fuss. For me, it replaced multiple appliances and gave me control over texture, from chewy cookies to crackly chicken skin. Key features like the convection fan, interior light, shelf guides, and the ferment and dehydrate range make it more than a toaster oven and closer to a compact, versatile oven that stays out on the counter for a reason. I'll leave the details about the COSORI air fryer toaster oven in the comments for you to check out. See you in the next video.